Chapter 19. Mother and Son. Ascara burned fields of Gallia. Illyria walked through the devastation, like a living sunrise breaking over a dying world. Wherever her bare feet touched the scorched earth, life answered. Blackened stalks of wheat shimmered, straightening as vibrant green shoots burst forth, heavy with golden grain that swayed in the ash-laden wind. Charred, skeletal trees groaned and split open, new leaves unfurling in vibrant emerald. Even the bodies of the fallen shimmered briefly with soft golden light, their twisted forms relaxing as their souls were granted a final moment of peace before passing beyond the veil. Hundreds of survivors now trailed behind her in a growing, reverent procession, farmers clutching broken tools, wounded soldiers leaning on one another, wide-eyed children clinging to their mothers. Word had spread like wildfire across the ruined countryside. The mother goddess herself had descended from Elion. Whispers of awe and desperate hope rippled through the crowd. In the distance, high upon the crystal spire of Sios Tyrian Isle, Kale felt her presence like a warm flame piercing the cold, suffocating night. The familiar light of his mother called to him across miles of smoke and shadow. Without hesitation, he leaped from the spire, his white wings blazing with inner fire as he soared through the smoke-filled sky. He landed hard in front of her, the impact sending up a cloud of ash. His armor, once radiant, was now streaked with soot and faint, pulsing threads of shadow that clung to the joints like oil. "Mother," Kale said, his voice strained with disbelief and fear. "You shouldn't be here. Father has locked down the Silver City. He'll see this as open rebellion." Illyria looked at her son, and her divine heart nearly shattered. The once perfect, unblemished glow that had surrounded him since birth was now marred by thin, writhing black veins crawling across his neck and the backs of his hands. His golden eyes, usually bright with certainty, flickered with inner conflict. "Kale," she whispered, stepping forward. She reached up with trembling fingers to touch his cheek. The contact sent a spark of pure light between them. "What has this world done to you? My beautiful boy, I can feel the shadows pulling at you." He gently pulled away, though the longing in his eyes betrayed how much he wanted to lean into her touch. "It started the moment I arrived. Every time I face Zarek's darkness, or hear Enshaddu's whispers on the wind, or feel Astrael's chaos calling, something inside me answers. Father turned the Silver City into a fortress overnight. The Silver Guard is preparing for total war siege engines. Blood oaths, the heart of creation pulsing red with his rage. And his voice cracked, raw with shame. "I don't know how much longer I can stay on the side of the light, Mother. It feels like I'm being torn in two." Illyria stepped closer, refusing to let him retreat. She placed both hands firmly on his chest, over his heart. A powerful wave of pure creation energy flowed from her into him, warm and nurturing like a mother's embrace. The black veins retreated slightly, shrinking back beneath his skin, though they did not vanish completely. "You are my son," she said firmly, her voice steady and filled with conviction. "You carry both order and love inside you. Your father's unyielding strength and my boundless compassion. That is not your curse, Kale. That is your greatest strength. You were born to be the bridge, not the battlefield." Kale looked past her at the growing crowd of mortals watching them with desperate, tear-streaked hope. Their eyes were fixed on the goddess and her struggling son. "And what do I tell them?" he asked quietly, his voice heavy. "That their gods are at war with each other? That heaven itself is divided? That the Son of Light is slowly becoming something else?" Illyria turned slowly to face the people. Her presence radiated warmth, pushing back the chill of war. When she spoke, her voice rang out across the ruined fields, gentle yet powerful, carrying on the wind to every ear. "You tell them the truth," she declared, "that even when gods fall, love remains. Healing remains. Hope remains. The light may fracture, but it is never truly lost." She raised her hand high, A radiant wave of golden light washed outward from her like a gentle tide. Homes that had been reduced to rubble began to rebuild, themselves stones, lifting and fitting back into place. Thatched roofs reforming as if woven by invisible hands. Deep wounds on soldiers closed, leaving only faint scars. Fear and despair lifted from every heart, replaced by renewed strength and quiet determination. The crowd fell to their knees in reverence, many weeping openly. Cale watched his mother, awe and fear mixing in his expression. Father will see this as defiance. He'll call it weakness. He may even send the Silver Guard after you. Illyria lowered her hand and turned back to him, her eyes blazing with quiet, unyielding fire. Then let him. I did not come here to obey his commands or fuel his war. I came here to save what is left of our family, and to remind this broken world that creation was born from love, not conquest. She took his hand, squeezing it gently despite the shadows flickering beneath his skin. Come with me, Cale. Help me mend these lands. Together, we might still pull your siblings back from the abyss. For a long moment, Cale stood silent, torn between the warmth of his mother's light and the growing call of darkness inside him. Far above them, in the unreachable heights of the Silver City, the heart of creation pulsed angrily. Its golden radiance flared with streaks of furious red, as if Azoth himself had just felt his wife's open rebellion echoing through the realm. The fracture between heaven and earth had grown wider, and the war for the soul of their family had only just begun.